Hello, my name is Sven. I'm gonna show you how to make Spongebob's house. This can be quite challenging, but in the way that I'm going to show in this video, it turns out really well. I made this map with Wertandrew and Dolphindom in Cypher's Spongebob themed competition. The galleries that I used for the house can be seen on the screen right now, as well as the code for the map if you want to visit it. Anyways, let's get on with the building. So the first thing that you want to do is grab a ring from the ring gallery and resize it and place it onto a 3x3 area. Then you will want to open the egg gallery and grab a golden egg. And that is the fun part, and that is also how it got the name Spongebob's Pineapple of Lag, because I had thousands and thousands of these eggs in the build there. Notice how my grid snap is on 32, by the way. I'm sort of making a triangle and putting that triangle upside down, which makes an absolutely perfect pineapple shape thing. The thinner egg that I'm making right now is actually not necessary, but you know, it's optional, completely optional. I had it both on the lower parts and on the higher parts of this scale, or whatever you want to call it, and you actually only need it on one part if you want to go this way. That was one of the mistakes that I made when I was building this thing, that I had simply way too many props. You can make these scales a little bit taller, maybe you can make the whole house a tiny bit smaller, and you can use less eggs. You won't regret it, trust me. It might not take up a lot of memory when you're copy-pasting the same prop, but it should, because when you have one prop over and over and over again, like I had now, even though it doesn't take up as much memory as making new props, it causes a crazy amount of lag. Anyways, the next step here is going to be to copy-paste it, and that's why we have this little ring here. Actually, I should have placed the ring a tiny bit further up, because with it being on the ground like this, it actually creates a cylinder shape, and a pineapple, you know, doesn't have a cylinder shape, it's round, but I'll get back to that later in the video. I end up deleting the layer that I'm placing right now and placing something on an angle instead to create a round shape. It ends up looking fairly good, and you'll see that part later in the video. And to be honest, not gonna lie, this part here made me wanna die. That rhymed. Copy-pasting these things over and over again and placing them, feeling like it would end up looking terrible, even though it actually ended up looking fairly good. It was bad. But it's gonna be different for you when you build it, because you're gonna make it smaller, right? Use less props. So what I figured out when I made it this way was that I could use 20 props for each one of these scales, which means that I would be able to copy-paste 5 things. On the first flakes that I copy-pasted, I could only do 3, then I managed to do 4, and then eventually I got to do 5. And when I managed to do 5, the whole process got a lot easier, and it made me want to die a little bit less. So, you know, here I am. In this part I'm sort of creating the round shapes that, you know, pineapples had by tilting my copied props a tiny bit towards me, and I'm making a gradually bigger and bigger tilt until eventually all the props meet each other. It's very easy to make this part here look very, very messy, which it does look right now, and you might feel like it's gonna be terrible. I'm just assuming that you would, because I did. But the reason why I'm saying that is because it actually ends up looking pretty good from a distance. No, just kidding, it looks amazing. In Cypher's building challenge, there were teams of 3, and the amazing creators that I was blessed to have on my team was Wertandrew and Dolphindom. All teams had 4 hours to create something from Spongebob, and everyone did amazing. But we were best. In the description of this video, I have linked the channels of both Dolphindom and Wertandrew. You should definitely check them out. And say hi from me. Now you might understand why I was talking about it having a cylinder shape, and you don't want that. You want it to be round, like a beautiful pineapple. This would have been easier if the ring at the beginning was just placed a tiny bit higher, but you can also just delete stuff. But, you know, given how many props it is here, it's a little bit difficult to delete this, but it's doable. Just be patient and try not to destroy your friend's buildings, which I didn't do, of course. I'm pretty thorough. So now we're finally done with the golden parts of the pineapples, and we're gonna place a little plant thing on the top from the Nature Jungle Gallery and resize it, of course, to gigantic size. What I'm gonna use here for windows is from the Lighthouse Gallery. As for a door, Fortnite doesn't have a round, nice door like Spongebob's house has. So what I did instead was just made a normal door thing a tiny bit thinner and then covered it with plants in order to not show the square shape. I also used a little bit of wheat just here and there because I felt like it would just make it feel a little bit more natural. And I'm surrounding it with some sand props in order to give it a very, very beautiful connection to the ground. Check out the coral something gallery, just search coral. You'll find really awesome underwater plant things that I'm placing all around his house. And you know that Spongebob's house has a lot of nice underwater plant things around his house. On the top right side of Spongebob's Palace of Lag, there is a pipe sticking out, and you can find that pipe from the pipe gallery. So that is how to make Spongebob's fabulous pineapple house. If you want to visit this fabulous map here, the code is in the description and also on the screen right now. And when you go into the game, you know, you press Q, delete word, type in Dolphindom and delete that as well. And then type in Sven1205 and then accept, you know. And that's how you get into this map. So, you know, pretty fabulous. I did not make the interior here, that was the other two. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed these types of tutorials, let me know and I'll make some more. Have a good day.
I'm gonna have to give it to Team 3.
Yes!
Oh! and I'm gonna...